Proposition 21 would impose an $18 annual surcharge on vehicle registrations. This fee would generate about $500 million in annual revenue, which would go to a newly created State Parks and Wildlife Conservation Trust Fund. About 85% of the revenue would go to state park operations, while the remaining 15% would fund wildlife conservation. All vehicles that pay the tax would be entitled to free admission, parking, and day use at state parks and beaches. California has 246 state parks with operating costs of about $300 million annually. About half of this money comes from California's general fund, while most of the rest comes from park use fees and state gasoline tax revenues. State parks currently have a significant backlog of maintenance projects with no dedicated annual funding source. Prop 21 supporters, including Audubon California, the California State Park Rangers Association, and the Nature Conservancy argue that state parks are in danger because of repeated budget cuts. State parks currently have a maintenance backlog of over $1 billion and are facing service reductions and part-time closures. Proponents argue that state parks need a dedicated, reliable funding source that cannot be cut by the legislature. Opponents, including the California Taxpayers Association, the Howard Jarvis Taxpayers Association, and Americans for Prosperity, argue that Prop 21 is an example of ballot box budgeting that addresses one problem without addressing the budget as a whole. Opponents argue that it is unfair to burden Californians with a new car tax to remedy the legislature's failure to manage the state budget properly. For more information, go to yesforstateparks.com and vote no on 21.com or visit easyvoter.org.